to keep that power up and let that electronics do what it's supposed to do.
The more you know about how it works on the inside, the better you'll be able to service it on the outside.
The technology is excellent. That Autotune has gone through an evolution. We're on the third version of Autotune that we're using in production. So, but fundamentally, it hasn't changed. I mean, you've got a microprocessor on the carburetor that's reading information from the ignition module, and it's making carburetor adjustments or taking information 8 to 10 times per revolution. So, not under a load, 13,800 RPMs, that's a lot of information very quickly. So the saws, professional saws, most of those are, the tree care industry and are being used by, cities, counties, and state. That's where the bulk of the professional chainsaws are sold and used. They don't have the ability to adjust carburetors. They don't have the time. They're in the production business, whether they're cleaning a tree up out of the road during a storm or they're on a residential tree care job. They're being paid to get a job done and get it done quickly. And this feature just increases the performance of the chainsaw. If there's anything, by talking to technicians, because it's been out there so long, people are resistant to change. It's just the way things are. You can't stop progress. But as I talk to highly qualified technicians and I ask them what they dislike about Autotune, it sometimes complicates the process of diagnosing issues, because sometimes the saw has an air leak. Autotune realizes that, and it's trying to make the saw run as rich as possible. Technicians trying to figure out what that is. On a traditional chainsaw, that's a catastrophic failure unless the operator understands carburetor. The RPMs go up very high very quickly, realize it and stop. But most people are just going to continue to run the saw, and that's going to cause a failure. I think the technology is great. I really like it, and I think it's made chainsaws better. I think it's made them provide more performance to the end user.
Anyone that's looking, see a lot of saw modifications and things like that. People are looking for peak power, peak RPM, those kinds of things. And the Autotune actually does that for you. The issue is it makes it a little bit, when people have bad time with it, if you had a screwdriver carburetor and you're running it and the filter gets dirty, it's going to start slowing down. It's going to get richer and richer. A situation to where you've got an air leak, you're gonna hear RPM go up. With Autotune, it happens as it starts to compensate for those things. If you've got a dirty filter, it just slowly takes and leans it out till you've got sometimes more or less overspeeding, or not overspeeding, it regulates that, but it does start lean seizure situation, high temperatures, detonation. As long as you keep the filter clean, it compensates for. So that keeps you from having an issue of an overspeeding. The power just drops. And I've noticed it working in higher altitudes. If you have a dirty air filter at all, maintenance is key there to keep that power up and let that electronics do what it's supposed to do.
Remember, the more you know about how it works on the inside, the better you'll be able to service it on the outside.